What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. The Goobers are back. Brian's back. I'm back. Brian, how are you?
I'll tell you what, I'm better than Young Wei Koo chunking a field goal, like entirely missing the ball. The Giants, I mean, we've ranted about them many times, so I won't go into it too much, but either another fourth quarter blown lead or now they're just missing the ball when they're trying to kick field goals. It really is just a master class of how to just get that number one overall pick. So unfortunate for them, unfortunate for me having to watch them every week, but yet here we are again. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't done a single draft. Haven't looked at a single projection. Haven't looked at anything. So I'm your blank slate.
This is you. I actually enjoy this because then I can sort of, use my ideas to make you agree with them because you don't have numbers in a magical Excel box that will tell you otherwise.
All right, let me share the screen. Let's see what we got cooking today. I think we're gonna do the 12-person drafts, the goal line stand, if we can fill it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, let's try it, and then we can. Mr. Chip Skylark 77. Thank you. We appreciate that, Mr. Chip Skylark 77. Crutches Stephen A. GM Brian.
Shout out Tunya. Hello, Tunya. I think I saw you come like top 3 or 4 in the Wildcat this past week. So if it was you and I'm not mixing it up with anyone else, congratulations.
Well, he hasn't even that doesn't even move his account anymore.
No, I understand, but you still have to pay respects.
What happened at the buzzer? Like all the injury news? I don't know. Link to the 12-person ranks is broken. Oh, baby. We're rich. No one can set ranks. They're like me now.
Oh, interesting. I wonder. It'd be fun if Underdog like required because this is the week for the dog bowl for those that don't know, and I'm sure Chad, Crutches, shout out to both of you guys. Hopefully you are in Kansas City and enjoying your time there if you're there by now. But it'd be interesting if they required the drafts to happen prior to ETR dropping their ranks. Like obviously they would never do that because of injuries, etc. But it would be interesting to see like who drafted the best team without being a data scientist on the side.
Well, Crutches was saying that he already has his projections done. He has his takes. It's written down in his little notebook, and he's waiting for ETR to move the market so he can oppo trade them. Do you believe that? What a fucking psycho.
Wow. Crutches, are you big into options trading? Because that sounds a lot like some investing strategies I've seen people lose a ton of money on.
Yeah. You said that was not me, but thanks.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to the guy that has a similar username to you.
No one has a similar username.
I'm going to find it later.
Oh, we got some big hoops news. Murray rolled in. Who would have thought? Jalen Johnson. That would be great if Jalen Johnson didn't play. Oh, my ranks. Easy's ranks also. Apparently, Easy's being paid under the table to not post ranks this week. I don't know. I don't like that.
Interesting. Well, luckily for you guys, you have me. So here we are.
So we have to wait for this to fill. It's going to take like 3 years to fill. So you might as well just give me your takes.
All right. Before we jump into the Who Am I's, make sure you guys like the video. Always appreciate it.
Wait,
shockingly,
I have to do swaps. Jalen Johnson got rolled out. You can talk.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving me permission to speak. But yes, good luck to everyone in the dog bowl. This is not the highest production quality show that we ever do, but it does take a good amount of time to go through the slate, come up with rankings, projections, and the Who Am I's, the fan favorites. So would appreciate everybody liking the stream if they could. Helps the channel out, etc., etc. Before I jump into the Who Am I's, because Gumby's not paying attention.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Okay. Perfect. All right. Shall we get started into the quarterback position?
Yeah, let's do it. And remind everyone what the Who Am I's are.
So the Who Am I's are, I go through a list of, 3 to 5 clues explaining why I like a particular player for this week. I'm not going to, it's obviously not going to be like, oh, draft Jonathan Taylor at the 101 or anything like that. These are marginal scrolls to players that are potentially, going undrafted as of the time prior to ETR ranks.
All right, let's hit it.
All right. Quarterback, who am I? Clue number 1. I have my most career passing yards in a single game against the opponent I'm playing this week. 371 is the number for those curious.
Jacoby Brissett.
No. I think Jacoby Brissett might actually have more than 371 yards this season.
He does 450.
Yeah. So yes.
Bounce says Rodgers.
Not Aaron. Good guess. Not Aaron Rodgers. So most career passing yards,
Well,
371.
okay, it's got to be like a division because they play a lot of like.
Not necessarily.
Is it?
It is, but it's not necessarily.
Jordan Love.
Not Jordan Love, no.
Okay, give us a second clue.
Number 2. Over the past 3 weeks, I'm averaging more than 19.25 points per game.
Caleb?
No, Caleb probably hasn't had 19 points in the last 3 weeks combined.
Crutches says T-Law.
T-Law is the correct answer.
Oh, Crutches is locked in right now.
Crutches is going to try to draft for $200,000. He should know all of these players before I even get started on who the Who Am I's are.
Yeah. What's the third one?
The third one is my game total is tied for the second highest on the slate, yet I'm only being drafted as the QB7.
You don't like the Danny Dime side of that?
I think it's fine. Like, and we can kind of get into this now briefly while we're waiting for this to fill.
Please fill it.
But the 3 games that I'm very interested in this week: Saints at Bucks, Colts at Jags, and Rams at Cardinals. Like, those are 3 games that I think could pace up and hit the overs. I mean, those the other than like the Bengals Bills game, that's the only game over 50 points this week. So I think you're going to have to figure out like what environments you want to target, and those 3 games in particular are ones that I'm very interested in.
Yeah. The A1 says, don't know what Gumby has said, but he's wrong. I haven't said much yet, so you're in for a treat. I'm sure I'll get something wrong, and T-Law's going to get giga steamed by the dog bowl people. Yeah, I'm sure he'll project well if all that stuff is aligned.
He will definitely project well. All right. Running back, who am I? Let's see. I have the 3rd best matchup this week when looking at DVOA. And for Gumby, who doesn't know what DVOA is, it's defense adjusted value over average. So basically,
I hope fucking Mike Leone knows what that is.
Mike Leone created the stat. I'm sure he knows what it is. But it's basically just trying to like true up what the matchups are versus like what the individual players score in a given week against an opponent.
Okay. What was the clue?
The
first?
Third best matchup based on DVOA.
It's not going to be. I'd like my first thought. I'm just looking at the list, like HN, but no, it wouldn't be.
No,
we're not getting that. It's not that easy.
Correct. It's not that easy. And I try to again. I'm intentionally vague to start and get more specific.
See, I'm going to show how much I don't know fucking ball with these guesses because I have no idea what run defenses are bad.
Correct.
I'll
give you one more guess,
Kyron.
and then we'll go to the next. What was that?
Kyron.
Very good.
Oh, baby.
Yes. Arizona, third worst, I guess third most favorable matchup for running backs. The other clues, just for those curious, my individual team, so the Rams, are implied for the 2nd most points on the slate this week. Last season, Kyron had 20 for 158 and 1 against the Cardinals. And the last clue, more of like a narrative dispeller, if you will. But though people like to say I'm in a 50-50 split, I still had 2 times more opportunities in snap share than the RB2 on my team.
And
I think Kyron is in
he
a
got banged
snap
up
spot.
last week too.
What was that?
He got banged up last week too.
Came back in and still had more than twice as many carries and opportunities as Blake Corum. Kyron's the guy, and I think against Arizona, he's going to just. I think there's potential for him to get 2 touchdowns. And where he's going at RB12, like give me that all day.
Well, that's good for my Jarquez best ball shares.
Sure.
All right, let's hit receiver.
All right, who am I at the receiver position? Let's see. Over the past 2 weeks, I've played 84 and 92% of the snaps, turning in a 2-game stat line of 10 for 140 and 2.
Oh, this is easy. Because I know it. Because I know Crutches loves this guy. Jacoby.
Oh, really?
Jacoby.
It is Jacoby.
Oh, it's too easy. You and Crutches are too aligned.
T-Law and Jacoby this week, in like that is a perfect matchup. I think. Like, I don't know if you remember, but last year, I think it was like week 4 or 5. I went on this whole rant of how the Colts play a lot of like 4-3 coverage, which T-Law has historically destroyed both in college and in the NFL. That was one of the games. That was the slate where I said like Brian Thomas going undrafted is like so incredibly wrong last year, and Brian Thomas had like 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. It was probably one of the best games that T-Law had in his career, and I don't see anything as to why that won't happen again this week.
Or the other two.
That was the hardest one for me to come up with clues on. My team's wide receiver 2 is not expected to play this week. In Parker Washington didn't practice so far this week. I don't expect him to play, so I think either Jacoby or Brian Thomas. But I
think Jacoby might just be better. Is that crazy?
I think he's doing. I'd rather have him. I think he's more important to the team now than Brian Thomas is. At this point today, but a year next season, I don't think that's going to be true.
Brian knows so much ball. There's literally zero chance he'll ever related. Crutches says he's better, and Strange is the wide receiver 2.
Yeah, touche, Crutches, touche. I was gonna have Brenton Strange as my tight end. Who am I? But unfortunately, I didn't want to have 3 of the same team as T-Law, Jacoby Myers, and Brenton Strange on the team.
Is De'Ami Brown draftable? No, don't answer that. I'm joking.
Unfortunately, he only plays 3% of snaps. I think he was actually an inactive, a coach's decision inactive last week. Sad for me.
I was so early. What about tight end?
Tight end, here we go. In the past 2 weeks, I've combined to earn 21 total targets, turning that into 14 receptions and 148 yards. It's good. Intriguing.
Harold
No, not Harold Fannin. Good guess, though. Good guess. Shador does like him, but I would never. If I'm trying to win $200,000, I'm not going to have it be based on Shador Sanders throwing the football to anyone on my team.
It's small field though, so he doesn't need 30.
No, it's true. It's true. Any other guesses before we go to the next clue?
Yeah, say the stat again.
In the past 2 weeks, I've combined to earn 21 total targets, turning that into 14 receptions and 148 yards.
Kyle Pitts?
Kyle Pitts wishes he could turn 20 catches into 150 yards.
I feel like he had a lot of targets last week, but Ertz. Everyone's saying Ertz.
Damn. Okay, that was too obvious. I should have started.
Obvious, yeah, right.
What was that?
13 targets last week. What the fuck?
Yeah, with Mariota. So I mean, even if Daniels plays or doesn't play, I think Ertz is still in a smash spot. And going at tight end 11, there's absolutely no way he's not going to project as a top 6 tight end in about an hour and 18 minutes from now.
By the time this draft fails, we might get some ETR projections, so that would be good.
Correct.
Kyle Pitts mentioned.
There you go. Check it off the list. Shout out Dan. And then my other clue for tight end for Ertz, even though we know the answer, in 3 of the past 4 weeks, my opponent has allowed their opposing tight end to be the leading receiver on the team, meaning the Vikings have allowed their previous opponents, their tight ends have been the best receiver for the team.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
it's a good matchup.
Nothing.
What was that?
They held JSN to nothing. That's why.
Yeah, AJ Barner had 5 catches in that game.
Yeah.
So yeah, to recap, who am I at quarterback? Trevor Lawrence, Kyron Williams at running back, Jacoby Myers at receiver, and then Zach Ertz at tight end. What do you think about that based on just the facts?
The facts have convinced me, but the facts will unconvince me when the numbers come out in an hour and a half.
I feel pretty good about each of those players, that they're clearly going to rise. It's a very interesting week, and if we were to talk position by position while we wait for 2 people to join the goal line stand, what do you think, just high level, since I know you haven't looked at the slate, if you were to just filter by quarterback and talk through that position, what's something that you're learning here?
Say that one more time. I was trying to figure out how many people are in the dog bowl contest, but I can't figure it out.
If let's break down high level position by position, just starting with the quarterback position.
Okay, well let's answer this question first. Hypothetically, if you were in a small, this is why I was trying to figure it out. I think it's 108 entries. If you're in a 108 entry tournament, who are 3 players that you absolutely would not draft?
I can do this by position if you'd like. I have it. No. I have my hate list.
Oh, he has the hate list.
This is a big week for people, and I appreciate those hopping in to get some understanding of the slate. And although I'm sure they know it as better, if not, as good, if not better than I have, since they're playing for $200,000 and I'm playing for pennies. But the quarterbacks that I'm not a fan of this week: Joe Burrow, Caleb Williams, Baker Mayfield.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know how Burrow's going to project against the Bills. Like, again, that's a high total, but I can just see Buffalo running the ball down the throat. Like, part of the reason why, and I guess we could jump in because we're about to start this draft. I have Cook as my 102
Really?
this week.
Well, they just want to run the fucking football. 32 carries. That's crazy.
32 carries, and they're playing against Cincinnati, who, like, if anyone cares about numbers, they are. I'm trying to say this correctly. You boost like the running back that's going against Cincinnati by 50% more than the second best matchup. Meaning, Cincinnati, you increase the projection, like the base projection of a player, by 12%. Second best is 6%. Like, Cincinnati is just a nutted matchup, and James Cook, obviously, we've seen him hit his ceiling, especially early in the year. 32 carries last week against the Steelers. I think they're just going to feed the shit out of him.
So you want to do James Cook then?
Yes.
Okay. That he's not going to project better than HN. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'd rather score more points.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Do you have running back as well?
I do, and there's some heavy hitters here. Again, I don't think saying guys like Kyle Monungai or DeAndre Swift is relevant. So the guys that I'm not a fan of this week, and I would not draft: Ashton Genty, Bijan Robinson, Derrick Henry.
Okay, well, I can tell you why for all of them.
Please make the case.
Yeah. Well, no, I know what you're thinking. Genty, the offense is horrible,
and they're playing against Denver.
Okay, matchup's not real, except unless it's a good matchup, then I care.
Fair.
Bijan, you hate Kirk Cousins.
Bijan, even though he had like 27 points last week in a decent matchup, I don't think he's going to have the ceiling that you need.
Okay. And then the third one was, I forgot.
Derrick Henry.
He just never projects well, so I never click him.
He never projects well. That offense still looks stagnant. Eventually, like, Lamar might remember that he can run if he's still healthy or not. I don't know, but I just can't take a first round pick with Derrick Henry right now with how that offense looks. They had the nutted matchup last week against the Bengals, and they couldn't move the ball to save their life.
Yeah. Before we move on, we got some running back. We got some talk about James Cook's load. Are you worried about James Cook's load?
No, I'm excited for James Cook's load.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Yeah, I in all seriousness, I think he's a very good play this week.
Yeah. All right. Wide receiver?
Wide receiver, I only came up with 3, 2 of which are on the same team, so kind of annoying. But Khalil Shakir, people are going to try to stack Josh Allen just because they have the highest implied points the Bills do this week against a favorable matchup. I'm very out on him this week. I think if anything, if Dawson Knox or if Dalton Kincaid plays, I think he's an interesting pick. But I don't see Khalil Shakir doing anything against that lockdown corner that the Bengals have.
Yeah. And
then kind of like a twofer. And these guys don't typically project well, but they do get drafted relatively high every week. Odunze and DJ Moore. Odunze more so than DJ Moore. Like, the Bears have just shown a propensity to want to run the football. They did it. Everyone saw it, I'm sure, against the Eagles last week. That's kind of been the trend that has picked up since their bye week in week 5. People have been, including me, have been a little bit slower to react to that. Green Bay, they're playing against the Packers, who also have a propensity to want to run the football. I think Jacobs is back to full health. I can see him getting 20 plus carries. It's just not a game script that I think is optimal for getting 20 plus points out of a position.
I think that's reasonable.
And then tight ends was pretty hard for me to come up with, admittedly, of like the guys that I don't like. AJ Barner, Evan Ingram were the 2 that I don't typically like, just from a matchup point of view. I'm not a Kyle Pitts guy against Seattle, and I don't know how I feel about Mark Andrews against Pittsburgh. So, like, honestly, if I'm not taking McBride or Bowers in like the 1-2 turn or wherever they're going to wind up going, I could just see myself waiting for somebody like Ertz, Kate Otten, or Fannin.
Yeah. Crutches 3 do not drafts are T-Law, Jacoby, and Strange. And he said not sure DJ Turner would shadow a slot corner, but he's still not a fan of any of the. I just like, for people are going to stack Josh Allen, and you just should not stack Josh Allen. If if everyone else stacks him, you probably don't want him stacked. That's all I'll say.
I agree.
Does Pitt fold this week or show up for Tomlin? I don't know. Is there anyone even relevant on Pittsburgh? Like, I guess DK.
No, try again.
Jalen Warren's ADP is 39.
I mean, Gainwell's been getting a bit more work than. I mean, maybe not last week. I think he only had like 7 or 8 touches last week. But Warren will project well to start the week. He'll project for 13.4 like he does every week. As the week goes on, ETR will adjust it from 13.4 to 12.1. He'll probably get you 11, and you'll be annoyed with the pick if you need to hit the upside here.
Yeah. I guess it gets kind of gross pretty quick. But by the time the dog bowl is, I think they draft on Saturday. So like you probably will have clarity on Aaron Jones. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, you would have clarity on Aaron Jones for sure. But even still, and I'm wondering how the projections will shake out, assuming he misses, and Jordan Mason's the guy that gets the bulk of the workload. Like, how much do you think Mason's going to project for? It can't be more than like 10.5.
I don't know. 12?
I think that's too high. That offense looks abysmal.
Yeah. Well, who's playing quarterback?
It's going to be McCarthy.
Yeah, that's not much. I mean, it's definitely better than whatever the guy's name was, but it's not that much better.
Yep.
Pat says 13.4 is both his floor and his ceiling. For
correct.
Yeah.
Shout
Kincaid,
out, Pat.
Sweet Queen seems like a worthwhile Q tag. He's been so long. I don't know. I'm
intrigued. He was a limited participant in practice.
Oh, he
so
played
far
last week? That's not right.
No. He played. Okay. Today is December 3rd.
Right.
He hasn't played, I don't think, since week 10. He's been limited the last few weeks. I think they're slowly trying to ramp him up. We'll see. I like it. It's a favorable matchup against Cincinnati, and if you make me stack Josh Allen, it's probably with Kincaid.
Yeah, I think that I'd rather just take Kincaid without Josh Allen, and like in a dog bowl tournament.
Touche.
I don't know. What else did we miss? Dehember to remember. Derrick Henry. No thanks.
I'll pass on that.
And then Crutches said Kyron's the only one who might not project giga high. Others are free right now. That's about Jacksonville, I think.
Oh yes, Jacksonville will certainly rise.
I mean, any interest in Lamar? I just don't think.
I don't think so.
I heard again.
Terry is intriguing. Like doing a Terry with Ertz double is fun.
That could be fun.
Yeah, we could take Jaden and Q-Tag swap to Mariota. I mean, Terry played like 60% of the snaps last week, 65%, and he had like 14 targets. That's unbelievable.
Was it that much?
Oh, yeah, 14, 7 for 96 and a touchdown.
Weren't they trailing the whole game though? Was that the game that I remember?
No, it was pretty back and forth.
We're on the clock again.
Eileen Olave, I think.
Yeah.
Or Myers. Myers probably won't project as well, but I think he's going to score more points. Depends. Right. How do you want to win real money or you want to win your expected profit?
Yeah, the drafts we do before projections come out are so much different than the drafts after they come out. It's so funny.
It's great.
I would never be talking to fucking Jacoby Myers at 26.
You open your eyes to the possibilities.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
So started with James Cook, Terry McLaurin, and Jacoby Myers. Which is nice. Like I'm happy to have the option to get 2 pretty cheap quarterbacks late in either Mariota or T-Law.
Yeah, that's true. It does set up both of them. So
right.
Jaden's probably gonna play, right? That's what they said. They're expecting him back.
Who is that?
Jaden Daniels.
I don't know if I haven't heard much about that. I'm just looking at his little blurb. He was limited on Wednesday. I personally don't understand why they'd push him back. Like there's no chance of them making the playoffs. I mean, obviously the guys want to play, but you have to also do your due diligence as an organization to protect players from themselves. This seems like a prime time case of just like telling him to take the rest of the season off.
What was his dislocated elbow?
It was a nasty hit. Not a hit. It was a nasty. He kind of like his elbow went behind his body as he got tackled, and like kind of his arm went one way and his body went the other.
Also, like Mariota's a good swap.
Mariota's a great swap.
Mariota's a good swap. Yeah, he's going to project well if he's in. Not like well, but like about where Jaden is getting drafted.
So in the PTP that I came in 4th or 5th in last week, I had 50% of Mariota, even though he projected for like 14 points against the Broncos. I was like, this guy has higher upside than 14 points. So I'm just gonna take him as like a free last round quarterback in every PTP that I did. And worked out pretty well.
That seems pretty good. I was looking at my best ball teams. My best ball teams are pretty good. We had some good.
Yeah,
teams.
maybe we can go through a couple of the Goober drafts after this one is over.
We could do that in between picks. We got a while.
All right.
Pull it up. What did I say? We were advancing a good amount.
I think we're advancing. Yeah, I think as of last week, you said it was 33%.
This is my my highest scoring team is one that we drafted.
Shocker.
This team is actually on the overall. It's like we're getting $100 from it for the regular.
Oh,
season
nice.
board.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got Danny Dimes, Stafford, Herbert, Will Shipley. That's a rough one. Algier, Scadaboo, rest in peace. ETN, Henderson, Cook, Jalen Knoll. These are our lineup. Wow.
Can we read these? Can we read it from the bottom up so it goes in order, please?
Oh, is that what it is? Why is it backwards?
I don't know. Underdog, #1 rated app.
So
everyone
bad.
download it.
Puka, Ladd, JSN, Waddle, Downs, Pearsall, Jalen Knoll, and then Dalton Schultz and Dallas Goedert.
I can't believe Schultz was only 70% drafted in BBM. That was crazy. I'm a Schultz guy. I don't know why. I do know why. He gets like 7 to 8 targets a game, and he could fall in the end zone every now and then.
Is Shipley still hurt?
No. Unfortunately, he just doesn't play.
Yeah. Well, Crutches said Shipley thesis was right. Absolute scam injury week 1. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's fair.
Yeah, I was big on Shipley all season, I should say.
That's
a fun team, though.
We have Flacco on this team. Why did we do that?
You must have made me take him.
Why did we do that?
I'm annoyed. We're not gonna. This team probably won't advance because we have Bryce on bye this week, so we're getting a 0 at quarterback.
That fucking sucks. Are we close? Yeah, we're close.
Yeah.
All right, and that team doesn't need to be red. Let's make this pick first before I forget. Oh, we still got time.
Damn, people are milking the clock. Wow, Genty in the 4th round. Interesting to see.
The Bigsby trade ruined everything, including Jacksonville.
That's correct.
Man, I would just love if I wouldn't root for injuries, but I would love if Travis Etienne decided to retire from football.
My rookie and sophomore teams that are advancing would just absolutely crush if that was the case.
Are you still advancing 100%, or did you lose one?
No, I still have 100%.
That's fucking crazy.
13 for 13. I don't know why I did 13, but I'm happy I did.
Cade Stover.
I'm good.
Yeah. And they wouldn't have made that trade if Shipley was healthy. Yeah, that's probably true.
Correct. Yeah. Once that happened, I knew it was over for me.
I was gonna say, would you consider Bo Nix naked there? But he goes.
I don't think so. Oh, these running backs
here. Maybe
really
like
suck.
Devin Neal.
No.
No. What about who's healthy at Arizona?
It's probably going to be Bam Knight. Well, I don't know. Benson, you could probably Q-tag Benson. He hasn't practiced. He might, if he doesn't play this week, he's going to be shut down all season.
Do I do like Ertz and then take Daniels and then just take whatever running back?
Do you like Monungai?
Not really.
Okay. I would take Ertz first.
He has quarterback too, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, nobody's gonna. We're taking players 3 rounds earlier than they should go, but it's fine.
Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. ADP isn't real before ETR.
This could be a 3 wide receiver team. Let's see the receivers available just for.
That's true.
Alec
Pierce projects well every week, and no one cares.
Alec Pierce was the guy that you. Alec Pierce was the guy you mocked me for wanting to take every draft.
Yeah, that is true. I did do that.
Just good at football. Troy Franklin is interesting. Is Sutton still on the board?
I doubt it. No, he went.
Oh wow, he's going.
But Troy Franklin, another one who projects well every week.
Yeah, he always projects well.
Yeah, he hasn't scored.
I mean, if we want to do Marv, we could do Marv. He looked pretty good coming back from his appendicitis injury. 7 targets.
Not seen a practice. We'll take him. We'll swap it. We'll swap everyone. All right.
Yeah, it seems like it's a if you don't go 2 running backs in the first 2 rounds, it might be a 1-1-3-1 team, especially in a small field this week.
Yeah. For this team, this was with Anthony as well. Jordan Love, Dak Prescott. See, now this is in the right order.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Bucky, Montgomery, Ramondre. This is definitely an Anthony team. Will Shipley and Jarquez Hunter. Wow.
That's definitely a U team.
It's rough. And
Kyle Monungai.
Yeah.
Shout out Monungai.
CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, George Pickens. That's a nice trio. Jaden
Oh, yeah.
Reed, Egbuka, Rashad Bateman, and Romeo Dobbs, Kittle, Goddard, and Schultz.
Pretty good, except that we just whiffed on the running backs. But who knows? Maybe Monungai will carry us to the promised land. Bucky's back, which is nice to advance a Bucky team after not playing for like 9 weeks.
I wonder what his advance rate is.
It's got to be low. I would get what's the average? Like 16%? Yeah. I would guess it's probably like 12.4. Wow.
8%. That's
nice. Good. Bucky's a good piece you want to have here. I actually interested in him. I mean, we talked about it briefly, but the Saints-Bucks game is one of the ones that I'm very interested in this week. Bucky, I think he had 17 carries, looked pretty good, had the goal line roll. He's somebody that I think will project well and will probably rise by Saturday.
Yeah, he'll project well and score points. That's what you want.
That is ideal, yes.
Wow, we're advancing a May team. Who would have thought?
Wow.
Made you take Dart.
Nice.
Dak, Darnold, Dart, Saquon, James Conner, Tootin, Ray Davis, Justice Hill, that running back.
How the hell is this team advancing?
Well, because every team drafted in May has like 9 dead roster spots.
We have JSN, that's why, and Pickens. Oh.
Higgins, JSN, Pickens, Zay, Shakir, Shaheed, Michael Wilson, and Darius Slayton. He's on all my teams.
Had a good week last week.
Jake Ferguson and Theo. Theo has 66 points in this lineup. That's shocking.
Theo's had a couple touchdowns this year.
And then one more that we're still advancing. Herbert, T-Law, Kyron, James Conner. I took no James Conner. Another fucking Ramondre team. That
was a me pick. I'm a James Conner and Ramondre guy.
Who made me take Isaac Garendo?
This is definitely a me team.
Rico Dowdle and Marshawn Lloyd.
Definitely a me team at running back. That's for sure.
Jesus. Neighbors, Conkey, JSN, Travis Hunter.
Oof.
This is all your players, brother.
These are all my players. Half of them aren't even goddamn playing anymore. Yeah, Laporta out. Like, wow, how is that team advancing?
Dead.
Yeah, that team is very dead.
Yeah.
But it looked good on paper at the time we drafted it. So
that's what I'll tell myself.
That's what I tell myself every time.
We also, I think we did I don't think we're advancing any. We did big board teams, but those are all bad.
Something that I think could be beneficial specifically to those that are at the dog bowl. And I know like one of the things that I know you're good at is sort of evaluating contests, and the fact that this is like a small field, 100-ish total teams. Like, what are some things that you would do or consider doing, in the very small slate versus like a 5,000 person slate?
I would because if you're in the dog bowl, you get 3 drafts, and I'm guessing everyone's going to do this. They're going to track the combos of players in their drafts. I would track combos, stacks, and who's not drafted, and target those people. And I would also be more inclined to stack more than I usually do.
I agree. I think what also is interesting, and I was debating about having this guy as like a quarterback that I like this week, but I ultimately decided to go just with T-Law. Sam Darnold's team, like their team total is 25.5, almost basically 25.75, which is the second highest total on the slate tied with the Rams. Sam Darnold is going undrafted. Like, he's the QB 13, which that feels wrong. I don't know how he'll project, but if JSN has one of those like 30 plus point games, which we've seen him do multiple times this year, Sam Darnold is an intriguing guy that might not get 100% drafted and might not project super well.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, it's 4 drafts each, 36 entries, 4 drafts, 12 drafts of 12 people. Okay. Yeah. So I would definitely be tracking that. I'm sure everyone who's actually trying is going to be doing that. So
yeah, but I mean, it's just the best thing to do. Like, even if you don't necessarily like it, if you have the only combination of these 2 or 3 players, it's just a way to potentially like eliminate 95% of the field.
Yeah. I would also try to probably avoid, I don't know, unless there's like a really big tier break at like a position early, like I would probably try to avoid taking the same player twice in the first round. But it's easy to say that when you're staring down 2 points difference in projection. It's hard to like actually do that.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. Like you get 4 drafts, let's say if you only qualified once. It's tough if you have 50% of a player who just gets like 10 points and is dead.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if somebody drafts like 66% of a player, no matter the outcome, I respect it. That person has balls.
Yeah, that's fair. I would take Ertz for the double.
Yeah, that's a good team. I like that one.
All right, let's see if we can get another one full. If it's like 3 of 12, we'll just do BRs.
Sounds good.
Where the fuck is it? Brian, what's the winning dog bowl lineup look like?
Let's see. I think the first pick will probably have James Cook. I could see if Kyron falls, James Cook, Kyron sounds fun. I'm going through the ADP as I'm looking at this.
I figured.
Yeah, James Cook, Kyron, Terry McLaurin, like that's a fun first 3 rounds.
Yeah, you're into Terry.
I'm into. It's hard to not be into a guy that just got 14 targets with a backup quarterback who zeroes in on his number 1 receiver.
You might be chasing now, I fear.
Maybe. I don't know. I just like if you come back and only play 60% of the snaps, and Mariota has a history of just locking in on one receiver. And I think it's not only a bet on Terry, but it's a bet against Debo, which I'm comfortable making. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1, if you will.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about this guy. Curious what your thoughts are. I don't know if you watched the game or not, because our mom, for those that don't know, is a huge Jets fan. You see Adonai Mitchell last week?
I did see that.
8 for 102 and a touchdown on 12 targets. What like that? Talk about chasing, but like, what do you think about that this week against the Dolphins, who are not good?
No, whoever picked him last week, you ran good. Don't fucking try and run good again. He's no.
But going through,
everyone's correcting A1, by the way. It's 3 drafts. Dude knows nothing. Just autos 3 tickets, and then Crutches posted the rules.
Thank you, Crutches. You know what, A1? I honestly respect you. Like, this is you're drafting for 200K, and you don't even know how many teams you have. Like 4 days before the contest. That's very funny.
Oh my god! What an.
And you know what? He'll win. It's crazy. Good for you, man. Let's see. Yeah, James Cook, Kyron, Terry McLaurin, Alec Pierce.
Are people actually going to click Adonai Mitchell? Like, there's just no way. There's no
people
way.
Are definitely going to click it. They're going to chase the double-digit targets.
That is ridiculous. A1 is falling asleep at the wheel. Why would he pay attention? He just needs to. He just wins. Like that. There's no need to pay attention.
He does. I mean, if he makes his own projections and they're right, he might only need 1 draft to win.
Yeah, I need to learn how to do that. Just make my own projections and make them right. Easy
do you want to? I think last year you were trying to put on like a little tournament thing of your own for like a couple $100 or something, and then you broke the website or something. You want to comment on that last year, and are you going to do the same thing this year?
That did happen. I'm definitely not doing that again this year. Too many people entered, so the CSV download button broke. So we're not doing that again.
Unreal.
Wow, Crutches is tracking 1% rates, and A1's was not good. He's calling him a volume merchant. We have to take Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
Got to draft. I mean, Davis Maddock was drafting a fucking ton of Adonai Mitchell. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Sharp player.
Crutches is not tracking. Who's tracking that? I would love to know. That's fucking sick. That's something I would track. I tracked my own for the dog bowl, but.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It was good, but I didn't play a lot. I only did like 400 entries total. Yeah,
I was gonna say if you only do a couple, like I don't even know, 5 a week, 10 a week, it's not like I mean some of these guys draft like 40, 50, 80 a week. Like good for you if you have that much confidence in yourself.
I do not. I will do a lot for the NBA dog bowl though. I will say.
NBA dog bowl, but that's something that you're way more confident in.
Yes, I know I'm good at NBA. I do not know I'm good at NFL.
No, you know you're not good at NFL, but you want to luck your way in.
I wouldn't say that. Should I pull up the expected profit leaderboards? We don't want to do that again, do we?
We don't care about expected profit. We care about how you actually score.
This is just the same thing as every week in BRs. McBride goes too late, and then he gets steamed
Yes.
2-turn every time. So
Correct. I'm hoping he falls.
He
Yeah.
does not.
We talked briefly about Bucky. I'm fine with him here if you want, unless there's someone else that's jumping out to you.
Bucky 17 carries after missing a lot of time is very interesting.
Missing 10 weeks. Bucky's going to project well.
That's wild.
Yeah, it really feels like if you don't get a top 3 receiver in JSN, Chase, or Puka, it's just find the guys that project well later on.
I think he's making fun of me. I'm tracking, and my spreadsheet says I should have won.
Pretty much. That's why I've been asking Gumby recently, like, do you want a guy that projects the most or actually will score the most?
Man, Stafford being quarterback 2 is fucking wild.
I know, that's insane ahead of Lamar. Man, if you told people that in August.
I think it's just pretty clear Olave.
I guess it's Olave, yeah. I think he's the tier break. I thought about the Olave versus Egbuka conversation, like who I think would project well. I think after thinking about it, I think Olave might slightly project better. Like Mike Evans is limited practicing this week. Nobody's really talking about that. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, so is Jalen McMillan. People forget.
I had so much Jalen McMillan in my pre-draft stuff.
I'm getting made fun of in the chat. Got to draft way more of the one with the lower edge. NBA over NFL. And NBA dog ball also doesn't require a Sherpa and igloo to survive. Did they say where it's going to be or no? I hope it's
God.
It better not be fucking Minnesota.
Crutches and Chad and Awen, are you guys in Kansas City yet? Not to dox yourself, but
I don't think they are. I would be surprised if they were.
Well, some people want to get a feel for the environment, kind of know what they're getting into, scope out the Airbnb or wherever they're staying at.
Got to adjust to the time zone too. That's big.
The time zone. Yeah, those West Coasters coming over on the East Coast, the 1:00 games, always tough.
Yeah, some people are early. Awen's not. Chad's early. Olave versus Egbuka. And also, it's crazy that Egbuka is a silent G.
Yeah, it's Egbuka.
That's fucking wild.
I'll never get it right, and I don't care.
Yeah, that's just.
If I meet him in person, I'll apologize.
It's like Tyler Shuck. It's tough,
right?
For me.
I mean, at this point, like, do you just take Egbuka just for the combination stuff?
Yeah, well, then we'll baker it.
Also, like Jalen Waddle projected as the wide receiver 6 last week, and now he's like basically undraftable or undrafted because of this last week. I would go Baker here.
Too late. I already clicked it.
Okay. I like Tyler Warren this week too. I'm surprised he lasted so long.
Sending robbers to their homes.
Try to just have a genuine conversation.
Wait, I feel like they're definitely trolling. I don't think the NBA dog bowl is in New Orleans. I think this is like a bound joke because he's in New Orleans. That's got to be a joke.
I mean, that can be solved with a simple Google search.
I don't think they announced it.
Oh, really? You might be right.
Saying it wrong on every stream.
No, it's actually us, or me specifically, who's saying it incorrectly. I never heard that until a couple weeks into the season, and by then I was already. It's because Egbuka was the guy that I was like the highest on our pre like best ball takes. One of our last episodes before the start of the season was that Egbuka was going to be a top 5 receiver in the playoff weeks because of his matchups and just the talented player he is.
We should go back to that. That's a fun.
That's a fun. Remember this take.
Remember this. I had my flag plan was Tony Pollard is a top 5 running back. The fuck was I cooking?
Yep. Well, you were probably like pattern matching Cam Ward, Jaden Daniels, rookie, similar type of rookie years. If it hits, if the Titans for some reason hit, then it's a great value. I see it. I don't agree with it.
What do you want to do? Kincaid swap?
Probably Kincaid swap, yeah. So for those,
Easy's very upset that we're doing a BR and not the 12-man drafts that never fucking fill.
Yeah, Also, I didn't realize that Easy had a YouTube channel. So Easy's been a guest on our stream a few times. So make sure you go over and check out Easy's stream if you want some fun
Easy's
entertainment.
YouTube chchannel is so elite. He just
It's
streams
fan.
himself gambling.
I found it. I found it from one of the other fans of our shows, and I literally clicked on it, and the first thing I see is him showing his phone into the camera playing roulette. I was like, wow, that is fun.
Yeah, this was my bold call.
Let's go through this real quick. This is a fun little exercise. Because I don't even remember what I said.
These are flag plant quarterbacks. I had Jordan Love and Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart was pretty good.
Okay, that was good.
You had Bryce Young and Tua.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Bryce Young looks pretty good the last few weeks. Carolina's making the playoffs. I think they're going to beat the Bucks.
Yeah, you missed the trivia, unfortunately.
You did. We did it about 5 minutes in. If you want to listen to it, easy.
Travion Henderson, which is okay now, and
yeah,
fucking Tony Pollard.
Yep. Bucky looks good. Injuries. Connor just ran bad.
Yeah. I had Olave, Devontae Adams. That's a good one, and Jordan Addison. That's rough.
2 out of 3, not bad. I think I'd say similar for me, like Juwan Jennings, Egbuka, and then Luther Burden could still have that one week 17.
Luther Burden's dead. Luther Burden's dead.
Unfortunate. I was so high on him this season too. Jennings looks pretty good though.
Is that Loveland?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Loveland. And who's yours? Jatavian Sanders?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll just move past that.
We'll just move on from that. That was probably my worst call all season.
Yeah. Bryce Young with his first 200-yard game.
And he looked pretty damn good doing it.
All right, let's do one more BR. Actually, let's see if the goal line stand is filling. I doubt it. Oh my God.
Waiting for 9.
No one wants to play anymore. How does Gumby not know who's 84 in the Bears? It really is a shame. Wait till we start doing playoff best ball, and I don't know what teams in any conference or division. It's really
God.
It's really
I hate that. That is so. It's like I'm trying to focus on who we should be targeting, and he's just like, "What conference are the Bears in again?" I don't remember, and it's not a bit. It really isn't.
No, it's really not. I wish it was. It's kind of embarrassing.
Correct.
Let me see if I can find any more fun ones we had from that.
Oh, we have
you had Travis Hunter as a love in the 5th round.
Yeah, he had a good week, and then he destroyed his knee.
Yeah.
I had a total 180 on him from like the pre-draft stuff to as the best ball season progressed.
Yeah.
I was high on him in the rookies and sophomores. That was really where that came from.
Who's number 5 on the Bears or on the Panthers? Is that Coker?
Number 5, that's Dowdle.
This is Dowdle?
Yes.
Damn, I know so much ball. I wish I drafted more of him.
Man, I convinced you on that one because you always yelled at me for wanting to take him.
I think I ended up with like 15% Dowdle.
Yeah. I think those are the drafts that we did on stream.
And I had Slayton. Fucking Slayton. What a bum.
Yep.
And DJ Giddens. Ugh.
Yeah, DJ Giddens was another miss on my part too.
I don't know. Maybe. What number is Coker? I have no fucking idea what number Jalen Coker is. I don't know the wide receiver.
Really?
On the what number is he, Brian?
17.
Stop it. You're sick.
I think. That's not sick. That's not uncommon knowledge.
That's sick.
Oh, he's 18. I'm sorry.
All right.
JSN goes Cook falls.
Yeah.
I guess we hope. I was actually ready to have the VORP conversation there between Cook versus the drop off at receiver after Puka and Chase go off the board.
Well, one's gonna fall. Giddens had 12 carries week 1, directionally accurate.
Well, we were directionally accurate. Like the Colts backfield was definitely one to target. Obviously, like, clearly, they have a good O line. Their offense was their ADPs from the offensive side were obviously suppressed. Yeah. So it was a good call, just the wrong player.
Devontae or Trey?
I'd probably go Devontae, but if you like Trey, I think so. Devontae is just.
I just need to address this. I'm definitely autistic, but not when it comes to memorizing sports numbers.
You just don't watch the Panthers, so you would never. It's just not knowledge you have.
Correct.
And he doesn't grind the film.
I do not grind the film. That is definitely true. Oh yeah, you had Coker as a love. You and Anthony both.
Yeah, I love Coker.
We both had Tesla.
We'll see what Tesla did. Like if Amon-Ra doesn't play this week, which it doesn't, like on I think they're tomorrow. Tesla was the only he ran like 94% of the routes last week after Amon-Ra got hurt in the first quarter. So we'll see if he's like a full-time player, what he can do.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not as high on him obviously now as I was, but he had a fun preseason ride. He'll be a fun to remember, that guy, a couple of years from now.
That's true. I also had are we drafting Devon Bailey? What team is he on? The Saints?
Yes, he got traded. Devon Vele is an interesting name because he's a guy that I actually liked when he was on the Broncos.
Lucky here.
This is his second year. Oh, sorry. I thought you said rookie year. Yeah, Bucky.
Yeah,
7 targets.
You win a 12-man draft? I don't think so.
12. I don't know. It's the way to get unique. Like again, I like that. That game environment this week is very intriguing.
What the fuck? Like he had 8 for 93 and a touchdown.
Yeah, the Saints play very fast. Tampa Bay's a pass funnel. I think that game, like Shuck is another one, like a quarterback that I love, one of my top 3. The guy who's not going to get drafted probably won't project well, but he's run like 4 or 5 times per game the last few weeks.
What do you want?
I don't want to do Olave because we have the Bucky stuff. That doesn't usually work. Waddle's going to project well.
All right, we'll do Waddle. I really don't watch that much football. It's really I watch Red Zone sometimes now. Easy almost won the Millie with a Shuck Vele stack.
Nice.
That's gross.
Easy. I think if you spelled Shuck correctly, you may have gotten the right karma there.
And then we need to figure out, are we going to do naked quarterback or stack?
No, we already know the quarterback. It's going to be Trevor Lawrence and Jacoby Myers.
Okay. I think Jacoby Myers probably went.
No, I just saw him. He doesn't get drafted.
31.7. All right, we'll do it.
What does that percent work out to be? Like 70%?
In NFL, probably lower. If he stays at 31 all week, it's going to be like 40, but he'll probably rise.
He'll most certainly rise.
Showing off your ball knowledge. Any burning takes you want to get out there before we get out?
Let's see. Like I said, I think if anyone's just curious of who I would like the game environments that I would target, I'll just reiterate it. I said at the top of the stream, but I like the Saints Bucks. Saints again are a very fast-paced offense. Bucks are a pass funnel. Shucks looked good better the last few weeks, and he's shown the ability to run a bit. Not saying I want to take Shuck in a 12-man, but you could definitely, I think you could do worse. Probably won't project well, so crutches probably wouldn't click him. But I think it's an interesting way to have a guy that might not get drafted more than a handful of times in a 100-person slate. Colts Jags, specifically the Jag side, I like a lot this week. Trevor Lawrence has a history of doing very well against the Colts in that defense. Jacoby Myers, we just talked about, very intriguing play. And then the Rams Cardinals, just another fast-paced offense. Cardinals have basically abandoned the run since Kyler's been out. I don't expect Benson to play this week, and I could see the Rams just putting up a lot of points and Jacoby Brissett having to throw 45 times to keep pace.
Crutches is not a projection bro, by the way. He's not an ETR.
Oh, he's not.
He took a he does. I think he makes his own projections and like kind of uses.
Oh, okay. Crutches, I sincerely apologize. I thought you were projections, bro.
Projections slappy. What the fuck do you do on Sundays? This is gonna sound crazy. I usually watch one game. Like my whole life, I've been a one game guy.
Which game?
Like whatever game's on TV.
So the Giants or the Jets?
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have any takes on either players or how you would play this contest other than what we've talked about so far?
Not unless you want to fire up the stream again at 8:00.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. Little ETR stuff.
Crutches is understanding my brain. All right. Are we good?
I think we're good. Best of luck to everyone at the Dog Bowl this week. Hopefully those that watch the show and hang out and support us do well. I'm sure you will. Stack those 3 games. Safe travels to Kansas City, and we will talk to you all next week.
Peace out, guys.